Rick, that's a hard one to take, isn't it?
It is a hard one to take, mate, but overall they deserved it. Second half, it was like the Alamo.
It was continuous, wasn't it? We sort of just went deeper and deeper and deeper, and in the end, as much as we said and as much as we were gutted that happened, it sort of was on the wall, the writing, wasn't it, with that goal coming?
The writing was on the wall. It really looked like it was coming, but you get that feeling. But you know, how long was left? Was it like 2 minutes before the 90 minutes?
Yeah.
You just think you're going to get there, don't you? And then also, if VAR these days, obviously I'm old, longer in the tooth than a lot of others. VAR to me, I'm thinking, it could be disallowed. So there's another, I don't know how long, it seemed like an age where I'm hoping it's going to be disallowed. But obviously it gets given.
For you, where did that go wrong for us today? Because there were times when we were more than in that game right there today. It was a good game to watch, but we fell away.
What I love about your question, where did it go wrong, is most football fans, every football fan possibly, they always look for reasons or excuses might be the wrong word, but you're always looking for reasons as to why it went wrong. If you think about it, I know we're not compared to our. Let's put it this way: if I don't know, Birmingham City played away to Man City or away to Arsenal and then get beat, there's no reason why they lost. It's just because the better team won.
Yeah.
You're looking for reasons why your team lost rather than giving the credit to the team that you played with.
Can I change that up then on you?
I'm not saying that the gap's that big, obviously.
But
we lost. We lost because they're a top side.
I said the same thing for me, and in my vlog I said it. I said Palace just feels so much worse now, because if that happened to any team in the world right now, 3-2 against Arsenal, you'd go, we give it a go. We're unlucky. We're beaten on a day by a good team. That was a good game.
Yeah.
And
we got beat by a better team, and it was also a last-minute winner.
It was.
It's tough to take.
Little bits, fine margins of football, Rick, innit?
Exactly.
But, I mean, there was positives in that there today. I mean, I was happy with a lot of our interchange, how Marcus Rashford was dangerous. I'm liking the way Weghorst is linking up a little bit more now as a target man. Forward line, that's what I bring Anthony in for you. He's industrious, but not really got much of an end product. I thought there were elements to his game today that were decent. You feel like that side now is where we need to look to try and solidify something, get someone we are going to trust with that, because we've got Sancho coming back, who I know you like. Is it time to maybe change it up from Anthony on that right hand side?
We are going to chop and change as we go along, and he will give people a chance people who are in the first team squad, like Sancho obviously is, if he's fit and ready to go. I actually thought Anthony played pretty well today.
I thought he had a good game.
Bit better than I usually think of him. And don't forget, it was 2-2 when he went off. He's probably thinking at that moment that he might be the person who could nick us the winner or have an hand in getting the winner. He'll be disappointed that he got taken off. So there's all different ways of looking at the game. I put a thing on Instagram before the game where I said I thought he would have gone with Eriksen, McTominay and Fred.
Yeah.
I thought he'd have gone with 3 midfield players. I didn't expect Anthony to start. And then he ends up doing that, and it's 2-2 at the time. And, look, I'm not saying it's because of that reason. That's the beauty of football. It's not necessarily because of that reason, but it certainly didn't help us, did it?
Yeah.
It certainly didn't help us. We lost in the end. Having done that change at 2-2.
That's it, mate. I can sense from your voice that you're really not downbeat about that result there today. It's just one of them, mate.
We look like a better team now, mate.
It was, wasn't it?
We look like a better team. Look, a lot of United fans won't want to think Arsenal or this, Arsenal or that. The top of the league are 5 points in front of City now, and they've got a game in hand on them or something like that. They're 11 points in front of us now with a game in hand. And I know it could have been a lot closer if we'd have won today. But they're a top team. They've got a great chance of winning the league. I still fancy City will come and grab it in the end. I still do. But they're making a right fist of it. Each time I watch them or I see a game coming up where I think, oh, this is a banana skin, this is where they drop points. They won at Spurs the other week. That's a big game. It's a big game, especially for them. It's their derby. And Spurs won't want them winning the title. They've gone there and won 2-0. Then they beat us today 3-2. I'll tell you what, they ain't going away. I do think City will get it in the end, but Arsenal aren't going to give up without a fight.
That's it, mate. I mean, for you there today, I know it's hard to pick a man of the match, but it does feel like we deserve one because we were very competitive. I mean, who would you give it to today?
They all worked the socks off. I wouldn't really pick on a player today for having a poor game in any way, shape or form. I thought they all played well. Obviously, there's a lot of defending to do. The back four played well. I would probably just about go with Martinez, I think.
Martinez, that was a good header, wasn't it?
Oh, I've got to say that as well, by the way. I'm sat watching the game, and it's funny how things like this happen. I noticed that Wan-Bissaka was stood back. I want to add something to this as well, by the way. I noticed that Wan-Bissaka was the man that was left back defending on his own, and Martinez is in the box. And I forget the heights exactly, but is he about 5'8", Martinez? And Wan-Bissaka's about 6 foot. And I thought to myself, why isn't Martinez back and Wan-Bissaka in the box? And then Martinez ends up scoring. So it's a funny old game.
Yeah,
it's a funny old game. But something else that happened late in the game is there was a same situation. Wan-Bissaka was the man left back. You probably remember it.
And
they cleared it, and he ended up fouling. So I think he might have. Did he get a yellow card?
He did.
But he should have attacked that ball quicker.
Yep.
He should have attacked it quicker. He didn't get to the ball quickly enough.
No, 100% agree with you, mate. But we've got the FA Cup this weekend now, Rick. Is it important that we just don't get carried away with ourselves, get back to being solid and tight, move forward, get the wins in the Cup and move on to what is, on paper, looking like some favourable fixtures for us now? Solidify top four, go full bore in the Cup against Forest now the next couple of weeks.
I think we've said since the start of the season, top four and a trophy would be absolutely fantastic. And just winning a trophy ain't going to be easy, by the way. Obviously, the away leg against Forest could be a right tricky game, the away leg. But we could get through. You would expect us to get through. I never count my chickens, but you would expect us to get through. But if it's Newcastle in the final, I wouldn't like to pick the winner. No. So winning a trophy is not going to be as easy as some people think flippantly, oh, we'll win a trophy, get top four. If we can win a trophy and get top four, I'll be absolutely over the moon.
I'll see you at Wembley, Rick.